What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Plan Bianca, brought to you by High Noon, my nearest and dearest best friend. The only thing that has never failed me. It is my favorite drink ever. We have I'm actually drinking one right now because fucking it's the new year. It's the new year and I'm drinking the same Noon. I'm drinking the non-carbonated iced tea version, but we have a tequila seltzer, we have a vodka seltzer. It's made with real juice, under 100 calories, and it's delicious and amazing. So if you haven't tried it yet, you can go to highnoonspirits.com to find one near you. Okay, this episode, wow, first of all, Happy New Year. I'm really excited to be sitting down, welcoming us into the new year. Right now, it is not the new year for me. It is almost the new year. And I want to set our intentions and I want to go into this year with realistic standards, with realistic goals. And I just want this year for everyone. I think 2025 as a whole, was a fat fucking chungus awful life. 2025 fucking sucked. I think I can sit here and pretend like it was amazing and it was a better year than my 2024. But 2025 all around, if you just look at the world, where we stand right now, who our president is, sorry to make it political, but Jesus Christ, the past couple weeks with this guy is out of control. Everything horrible that is happening in the world and just kind of everything horrible that seemed to have happened in all of our personal lives. I cannot wait for 2026 and what is in store. I think everyone kind of collectively, and I genuinely don't think we all feel this way every single year, but in 2025, I feel like we all collectively said, hey, this was the worst fucking year ever. Hannah, what do you feel? Did you have a good 2025? Well, this bitch got engaged.
I
and
feel
shit.
like I'll be in trouble. I had a good 2025 because I feel like 2024 was really bad for me. So in comparison, 2025 was good. But yeah, I mean, I got engaged this year, but the beginning of it was bad for me.
Okay.
And then I feel like summer kind of came around. But
yeah,
I feel like obviously in the grand scheme of the world, it was bad.
Maybe that's why I'm just being such a pessimist, because I did kind of have a okay 2025, but like Hannah just said, her 2024 was really bad. Mine was the worst year of my life. So you would think 2025 anything would be better. I don't know, man. I just think I'm mentally fucked forever. But I do I want to talk about so many things this episode, and I know so many people have been waiting and waiting for my episode about how to get through a breakup with a narcissist and how to get through that. But I would be lying if I sat down anytime in the past episodes or if it was my first episode back and tried to give you a guide on how to get through it, because I'm still working through it and I want to make sure that I can fully give you guys the right tools, the right tips, the right tricks, the right things to do, the right things to say before I get on here and say that I'm fine, because I'm not. I think I still have a lot of things to work through, but I feel like, and I said it on the last episode with Ella, that I finally have gotten to a point where I feel emotionally stable and emotionally ready to not even just date again, because that is such a small, minuscule part of what we should be worrying about, but to be comfortable in my own skin again. I don't feel like I'm trying to please everyone or walking on eggshells anymore. I finally feel like I'm stepping out of or shedding the skin of the person I was in that relationship, and just outside of that relationship, the person I was for those past 2 years where my life was just so bleh. It was awful. And I think that goes for so many of us, where it takes a long time to kind of get to a point where you feel like, okay, I'm ready to move on. Also, I had a really, really fun and meaningful conversation with Chris Appleton. Am I allowed to say that yet? Because it's coming out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yesterday, the podcast episode's not out yet, but it will be coming out soon. He's promoting his book, Your Roots Don't Define You. And he is a lot older than me, and he didn't really restart his life or kind of take hold of his life until he was 26, which was really good for me to hear. And I think something that a lot of us kind of put in the back of our heads or continuously think is that we're too old for change, or it's too late, or there's not enough time. And it is so important for me to sit here and say this, for you to sit here and believe it, that it's never too late it doesn't have to be dramatic. It doesn't have to be like you have to make a whole entire life change or dump someone or move across the country or switch career paths, but it's never too late to look in the mirror and love the person that you are. And I think, my conversation with him was really meaningful and helpful, and I'm excited for you guys to hear that episode. But I feel like a lot of that conversation is going to trickle in to this episode. But what I wanted to do for this episode is kind of set all of our intentions for 2026. I don't want this to be about my goals, what I want to do, my year. I want it to be about all of us and what we can do to make 2026 the best fucking year of our lives. Also, right now, I just want to address, I have my Fifi on. I don't know if you guys know the Furlong twins. I hope I'm saying their name right. Filong, Fifi, no shit, fucking right. The Filong twins. They are New York influencers, and I will say they are two of the only New York influencers that I've ever heard good things about, that they're kind people. And I know that I'm technically like, I don't ever really put myself in the New York influencer category. No one actually ever even really knows where I live. I don't make New York City my content or anything like that. But with the New York influencers, there's always so much chatter and shit about them. These two girls, I've only ever heard good things about them. And trust me, guys, behind the scenes, like I'm talking makeup artists, I'm talking PR people, I'm talking brands, I'm talking other influencers. They talk shit and they gossip. And like I always say, people tell me everything. I don't know why. It's probably because I never spill the secrets. Like everything that's locked up in this chamber of me. If you like, when I got cut on Tarte Island, I think my arm busted open because secrets were spilling out. Like I am filled to the brim with fucking secrets. So people tell me everything. People talk shit about everyone to me, and I just kind of keep it in my chamber, in my back pocket until I need to use it. But one thing I will say is, out of all of that shit talking, no one has ever said anything bad about these girls. So they sent me their Fifi, right? And I just do have one little bone to pick because they think I'm a big fat fucking chungus. They sent me like their biggest sizes ever, which is fine. I'm wearing it. It's super comfy. But also another thing that I keep coming in contact with is when people meet me, they're like, oh, you're a lot smaller than I thought. So I'm just sitting here being like, okay, what do I look like online? Because the first thing people say to me when they meet me is, oh, you're actually pretty and you're a lot smaller than I thought. So I'm like, am I just the fucking Cookie Monster on TikTok or on social media? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't help that every time I get on my podcast, I wish that I had a paper bag on my head and I like don't wear makeup and I look like this and I have my pajamas on. But God, I guess it's kind of a better thing to look better in real life than to look better online, because there are so many people, like even on the Tarte trip, and this isn't in a negative way, but when I meet people for the first time and I only know them from online, sometimes you don't even recognize them. It's like, oh, holy shit. It's not that they look ugly or bad. It's that they look like a completely different person than they do online. And apparently I am the same way. So Jesus Christ. Anyways, I have my Fifi on. I just wanted to address that. And I wanted to address that the Filong twins, am I saying it right? Filong? The Filong twins are, I think, yeah. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter.
It's definitely not, what'd you say?
Furlong?
Furlong.
It's not
Furlong.
No,
I think
Filong.
it's Filong.
Okay, yeah. They're cute little blondies. Wish I was them. They like go to Pilates every day and work out. But that's like another thing that an intention I might set for 2026. Anyway, let's get into the new year. So I think every time that we go into a new year, we make it this big grand thing where we set these unrealistic goals. We set a tone that we can't keep up with. We make promises that we can't keep. We get overwhelmed and then we give up so fast. Like I hate this whole idea that when you go into the new year, it's new me, like new year, new me. Shut up. That makes me sick. It's so gross. I hate saying that. If that's your Instagram caption this year, literally delete your account. But seriously, it doesn't have to be a new you. When you're going into a new year, just because the calendar day changes doesn't mean the whole fucking world around you shifts. It's just a new day. I think what's important to realize about a new year is that you don't have to set these unrealistic goals. You can go into it by just setting your intentions of what you want to change, of what you like about yourself, what you want to keep doing, and stop like focusing on, I think this is really important and I do it so much. you can't claim to be self-aware if you're only aware about the negative things that you do in your life and the things that you need to change, if you're not also looking at the things that you've accomplished, the things that you love about yourself, and the things that you are doing on a daily that are good. You can't be like, oh, I'm such a self-aware person, I know all these things that I need to change about myself, when you're also not acknowledging the good about yourself. And I think that's something that I constantly struggle with, and I think we all struggle with, is always focusing on the things that we need to change about ourselves without even paying attention to the things that we love about ourselves. And it sounds so corny and cheesy and kind of silly, but when you claim to be self-aware, you also have to be aware about the things you like about yourself. So I think when going into the year, setting your intentions, and you're like, why are you saying that? What does that even fucking mean, setting your intentions? It's like one of those words or those phrases like gaslight and set boundaries. It's like, what do you even mean by that? What I mean by that is to start doing things with intention and not just saying, okay, here's one goal that I want to change. I want to work out. It's like, what is your intention with wanting to work out? I want to be healthier. I want to focus on the way that I feel. I don't just want to have a six pack because the Fifi twins have a six pack, you know, like go into it with an intention and why you want to do it so that your goals don't fall flat. I think we set these big goals going into a new year without actually having an intention behind it, which is why we get sick of the goals, which is why we don't follow through, which is why we get upset with ourselves and we give up on them because we start off too hot. It's just another day. Of course, it's a new year, but it's just another day. So I want to walk through like some things that I think are important for all of us to do in the new year. So I clearly just did a little bit of a rant about how we go into the year with unrealistic standards for ourselves. I think going into this year, we can all do a few things to make it the best possible year that's feasible, that we don't give up on, and that is actually something that we're going to make changes about. So I posted on TikTok today, actually. It will be like a week and a half ago when this comes out, but I posted a TikTok, that trend with the Olivia Dean sound where it's, I used to love this hair. Okay, I'm not going to sing it. I used to love this hair. And it's like a version of yourself with crazy hair. It was me with my pink hair. And then it transforms into whatever hair you have now, which is like this black hair or brown hair. And I put in the caption, damn, I really miss the girl I was 3 years ago. And when I posted it, it kind of felt therapeutic, and it does feel true. I think the last 3 years of my life, and it comes with growing in age and just going through things. It doesn't have to be what I went through. It can be whatever your experiences were. But when you go through something that kind of changes you, you're always grieving the version of yourself you were before those things happened. And I think it's kind of unhealthy, but it's also important to acknowledge. Like every day, I know this is really bad and it might be like an OCD thing of me, but every single day, literally when I'm in my bed, I will look back at my old videos from 3 years ago of just me in my room talking, me doing the things that I used to love to do, like sitting down in front of a camera without the worry of what people are saying about me or the way I'm being perceived, and just truly having the energy that I still claim to have, but I know it's not the same, of like, I do not give a fuck. I'm so censored now in so many different ways because one, I'm growing up, too. I've gotten a lot bigger in this career, so I have to be more careful with the things that I say and do. But I feel like I lost that version of myself through the relationship that I was in. And I watch videos and I'm like, holy fuck, I want to be that girl again. And of course, I don't want to be that immature. I was 23. I was young. I was crazy. I was insane. But I want to have that spark, or just that, I don't know, that itch for life again. And I feel like I really lost that. And when I posted that TikTok this morning and wrote that in my caption, all of the comments, they were really, I don't know, they were really nice and they were understanding, but they were also like, hey, you cannot live in the past. With age and with time and with just going through whatever the fuck life throws at you, you are going to, unfortunately and fortunately, change a lot as a person. It's okay to grieve the person you were before, but it's not right for you, for the people around you, to stay stuck in the past and wish that you could stay a person that you once were. It's just impossible to do. One of my favorite lyrics ever, I know you're like, shut up, from Taylor Swift, though. Time won't fly. It's like I'm paralyzed by it. I'd like to be my old self again, but I'm still trying to find it. Come on. That is literally everything I just said summed up into one thing. And I think we experience this so much whenever you go through hardship, whenever your life makes big changes, whether you're doing a big career change, whether you're moving across the country, whether you broke up with a boyfriend broke up with you lost someone, you're grieving, you lose that person that you were before it all happened. And I think we're always inching and wishing that we could be who we were before. And in a sense, they're always still going to be inside of you, but it's never going to be exactly the same. And I think that's something with this new year that we can all kind of learn from and gain from, is knowing that we're still inside of there, but it's never going to be the same. So kind of move forward knowing that you're going to find a new version of yourself and you can't really find the old one, which is going to be a very, very good way to walk into 2026. And I know a lot of these things are easier said than done, but if you set the goal of knowing you're going to learn a new version of yourself this year instead of kind of inventing a new version of yourself, live each day with yourself instead of trying to make yourself. And I don't know if that kind of sounds confusing, but instead of trying to become, just live and it will happen. I think I spent the last year trying to fucking be better or find myself again or become this new version. I was so stuck in that I didn't even live in my feelings or what was actually going on. If this new version of yourself this year is grieving, if you are sad, if you are depressed, live in that for a moment, feel who that is and try to like step forward knowing that instead of changing it, because fucking at the end of the day, you are whatever you feel in the moment. And it's so impossible to change. And I feel like we find ourselves ignoring our feelings and trying to create something that we aren't. And then everything becomes disingenuous and you don't even know who you are at the end of the day. And I can say for a fact, that is what happened to me this year. I think so many people watched me and they're so excited for me kind of finding myself again, which yes, I did. And I'm doing a lot fucking better than I was last year. But at the same time, I think I put on a front for all of the people looking up to me and trying to get through what they went through if it was similar to mine. And you have to push through to a certain extent, but I still go home and have, you know, PTSD, or I still have all of these subconscious thoughts that I'm not good enough. And that is why, for example, I haven't even tried to date for 1 year. That's why I keep saying I'm trying to put myself first and like do things for me, but it's because I'm literally, or I was literally incapable of those things because I'm so hard on myself in my head from my last relationship. And I think it's important for me to say that out loud because a lot of people are experiencing that. And I get so many DMs every freaking day being like, girl, how did you get through the breakup with a narcissist? How did you push through? Like, I feel like I'm broken. I feel like I can't breathe. I feel like I can't even move on. That's kind of where I'm at, is like, you don't just wake up and snap your fingers and things are okay. You have to be in the moment, feel those things, but also continue to live your life in the way that you want to, or the way that you want to see yourself in a couple years. Like, if me in 3 years lived this year, it would probably be the best year of my life. But I was still just in such a mentally fucked up place that I feel like I couldn't fully enjoy or be grateful for the great things that were happening around me. I think a lot of us experience that or kind of feel guilt about that when you're doing incredible things or you're doing things that should make you feel happy. Like, even I'll go back to summer where I went on that trip to Martha's Vineyard with my family where it was so magical. I'm surrounded by everyone that I love. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. Everyone's happy. Everyone's smiling. But then you go back to your room and you're like, why can't I truly enjoy this? Why can't I be happy? I'm so ungrateful. I feel like something's wrong with me. That's normal. When you're experiencing grief or pain or you're fucking depressed or you're sad, you have to acknowledge that instead of just thinking something's wrong with you. So like all of the amazing things that happened to me this year, if they happened in 3 years, I feel like I could truly enjoy them. But this year, I just really feel like I was stuck in a slump. So I want to talk about things that we can do going into 2026 to change that and to get out of that. So firstly is realizing that you're not reinventing yourself. You're not becoming a new person. You're not becoming this like insane thing. You can't just be a new human in 2 months, in 3 days, in 3 years. You aren't reinventing something. You are changing the things that you deem negative about yourself, and then also acknowledging the things that you love about yourself. So something that I think has helped me so much, and I think I was ahead of the trend because I think everyone is realizing this, is de-centering men. You look around you look around everywhere. Look at all of the articles, look at pop culture, look at social media, look at the news, look at your friends, look at yourself. Everyone has started as women, and I know there are a lot of men that listen to this podcast too. I think this is an important conversation to have as well, because I do think that men center women as well. But I'm not fucking talking to you. I'm talking to the girls right now. Decentering men as a whole will change your life. And this isn't me saying don't hook up with people, don't have a boyfriend, don't get married. That isn't me saying that at all. That is an unrealistic way to live. I think as humans, we need connection, we need love, and relationships, especially romantic, are important. But I talked about this for the OG Plan Bri listeners. I talked about this so long ago, probably in like 2021, where when I first moved to New York City, I was in a friend group where every single girl, everything, every night, every conversation, every topic, anything we did was centered around a man, was centered around how they were going to get this guy to like them, what this guy did to them, who they hooked up with, who they want to date. We're going to go to this party to see this man. We're going to set out this night to end up with this guy. It was exhausting. And I'm lucky enough where I've never really centered men in my life. Thank God. I think it was just, I talk about this too. I grew up, me and my friends always crack up about this. We grew up in a very chopped town. Like our grade was so ugly, and we were all like, no one hooked up because it would be like, ew, like that's gross. Like, I don't want to hook up with you. You're ugly. They're like, I don't want to hook up with you. You're ugly. So no one cared about relationships. All we cared about was friendships, sports, and like hanging out. So I got really, really blessed in that sense. Like no one gave a fuck about relationships in my high school. So I'm blessed in that sense. So when I got to college, didn't really care about guys. All of my roommates like wanted to find boyfriends or hook up with people. I was like, yeah, I could still date a guy, but it's not like the center of my being, or it's never going to be the topic of my conversation, and it's never going to be what I care about at the end of the night. When I moved to New York City, I realized that, holy shit, this is the center of a lot of girls' lives. And it's not because of the women, it's because of what society deems is correct, and like the patriarchy, like all of the stupid fucking societal norms where women are pressured into thinking they need a relationship, or their value is based off of a man, and that a man is going to be more successful in a career, so chase a man with a big career so that you can get the bag and that you don't have to do anything. Like that is just what we are taught from a young age when you even just look at media. So it's never the woman's fault. Like, and I say that lightly because of course I don't mean that in every sense of fucking everything, but from a young age, women are just taught that's the way things are supposed to be. So you grow up, and then a man is the center of your life, and you want to go out and you want to find that relationship, and that's all you care about. So back to my conversation about being in New York when I moved here, and I had to change my friend groups because all that these girls cared about was centering men. And I look back and I look at them now, and everyone's wheels are turning. Everyone is starting to realize that all of those years that they wasted on caring about what a man thinks, or doing things to impress a man, or putting your career on hold to foster a relationship, and then it always ends up fucking you or biting you in the ass. Like truly, I have seen so many of my friends, I have seen myself put my career on hold. I have seen myself made myself so minuscule for a man. You're going to end up regretting it. I nearly ruined my fucking life for the first time when I centered a man and I made him my world, and I wanted to nurture that, and I only focused on that relationship, or trying to fix someone, or trying to make that relationship better. You see that with your friends, you see that with yourself, you see that with your fucking parents. It is going to be the death of yourself. Sure, you can stay in that relationship and you can foster it and make it as whatever you want it to be. You can get married. It can be great. You can have kids. But at the end of the day, if you're not the center, and I know this is going to sound fucked up, but if your feelings and what you want aren't the center of you, you should be more selfish. I don't think as women, as people, maybe just as women, we are selfish enough. You have to put yourself first. And this doesn't mean hurting others or, only caring about your own feelings. It just means taking a step back from even your friendships, but especially your romantic relationships, and asking yourself, am I putting my feelings first? You should be putting your feelings first. And like I said, and I really want to make it loud, that I'm not saying hurt others in doing that, but make sure you're protecting your feelings so that they don't get lost. Because the second that you start putting someone else before you constantly, over and over, you don't even remember that you're inside there and you need to be looked after too. And at the end of the day, you are all you have. Of course, you have people in your life that love you, but you are the only person that can make a difference in your life, that can change your life, that can get up off your ass and do something for yourself. So if you're not protecting your feelings, then you're going to lose yourself. And I wish I knew that when I was fucking 24, when I was 23, because you get so lost, you get so caught up in wanting to make others feel better that you lose the sense of yourself. Even right now, what's big in the news is Alex Earl and Braxton Berrios breaking up. There's so much discourse around it, which obviously there's going to be discourse around it. Alex Earl is the biggest thing in the fucking world, and her relationship was very public. She went on TikTok and she made it she made it very known that it was an amicable. Oh my God. Am I drunk? I literally had 3 sips.
Amicable?
No, that's hard to say. Amicable breakup. Say it 5 times fast.
Amicable breakup. Amicable.
See? Amicable breakup. Amicable breakup.
You don't have to say it 5 times. You just have to say it once.
No, also what's really hard about me is I talk so fast that I feel like I'm running a marathon when I'm talking. I need to slow down, but I can't. That's just how I talk.
Just slow down.
I literally need a Xanax, but I've never taken one before.
You've never taken a Xanax?
No.
What?
I know. I tell you. Well, I think I have an addictive personality. That's why I don't do drugs.
Yeah, but Xanax is great. But not to take every day. Yeah, you'd be fucked up.
No, I know. I was out to dinner the other night and they were talking about how, they take Xanax every night just to feel good.
No, that's really bad.
Is it?
Yeah, because I think it fucks up your nervous system if you do that. I only take Xanax in an emergency scenario.
Well, I don't even have a doctor, so it's not I would have to buy Xanax off the street.
When we used to fly every weekend, my senior year of college or first college tour, I used to take a lorazepam before every single flight.
Yeah. Well, Hannah used to be fucking terrified of flying, right?
Terrified of flying, really bad. That's why I had to take a lorazepam.
Well, that lorazepam, that's what the lady from White Lotus.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was at a party with her the other day.
Really?
Oh my God, I never even talked about that on Plan Bria. I know we're getting sidetracked, but I should talk about that.
Well, as soon as I jump in, now we're sidetracked.
No,
but
that's a good thing. Oh my God, I didn't even tell you. So I went to the New York Magazine party and I was one of the only influencers invited, and it was all A-list celebrities. It was fucking crazy. I walked in, it was the whole cast of Succession, and it was an intimate setting. We were in a room probably as big as this studio.
Oh my God.
It was the whole cast of Succession. I went up to the bar and I looked to my right and it's fucking Gaten from Stranger Things. And I was
I watched Stranger Things.
You fucking bitch. You fucking bitch. I can't even believe that you, what you're missing out on, Hannah.
I know, but I just
No, you don't even know. It's my family.
I don't like scary stuff though.
It's not scary. It's spooky. Interchangeable words.
Yeah, I don't like spooky. Dylan tried to get me to watch the It show, the clown.
Oh, I heard that was bad though.
He said it has to win every award.
Oh, he fucking loved it?
He fucking loves it. He's like, please watch it with me. I'm like, I can't. I watched 5 minutes. I was like, this dumbest show I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I heard it was like literally so bad, and he wants it to win every award. Is awesome.
He was like, I mean, they have to win Oscar.
Dude, that's how I felt about. Did you read the Colleen Hoover book?
No.
Regretting You? No.
I hate Colleen Hoover.
I know, but did you read Verity at least?
No.
Oh my God.
I don't like her writing style, so I'm not going to like it.
Well, yeah, it's for like kindergartners. That's why I fucking love it.
Have you read The Housemaid?
Yeah, read it. I have. And I like, I have some tea on Sydney Sweeney, but I'll just, like I said, I'll keep all my fucking secrets to myself.
You could say it a little.
There will come a day when I want to leave the internet, and I will sit down with you guys for 3 hours and tell you the deepest, dirtiest, darkest things about this industry and these people, and you will never fucking pick up your phone or watch anyone again. But I still need to make some money, so I'll be here for a little bit until I fucking ruin my career. But back to Colleen Hoover. There's a movie with her regretting you, and it's the new heartthrob, the guy from Black Phone. He's 18, I know.
Shit, I forgot.
Finn.
Yeah, something like that.
Finn. He's going to be the new Jacob Elordi. He's going to be the new movie star. He's a fucking heartthrob. And everyone said that this movie was so fucking bad.
Wait, Mason Thames?
Why am I calling him Finn?
Because his
name was Finn in Black Phone.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, Mason Thames, he is literally going to be the next Jacob Elordi. And he was in the Regretting You movie, which is a Colleen Hoover book, which everyone said, I think it has a 22 on Rotten Tomatoes, was the worst movie. Like, people were leaving the theaters. People couldn't even stand it. I watched it the other night. Fucking loved it.
I mean, I love like shitty.
A corny movie, right?
Yeah, I'm like addicted to Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
On like a disturbing level. Like I told Dylan, this It show is so stupid. He's like, are you not watching Vampire Diaries? And they have like
literally.
They all have like 50 doppelgangers and like he was like, isn't that girl a vampire? I was like, no, she's cured. He was like, okay.
See, like, okay, then you would like Stranger Things is actually good though.
No, I know I have to watch it. I just never did, and now I'm like, it's too late.
It's never too late it's never too late to go to the Upside Down. Like, I promise you, it's never fucking too late. But the Regretting You movie was so bad, but I loved it. Like, I was like, this
of course
was amazing. I think we all love corny shit like that. It made me fall in love though. Like, also I was teetering because I was like, oh my God, I was in love with the main character.
Really young.
He's 18.
He's 18.
He's 18.
That's disturbing.
But here, I know. Well, I'm not going to do anything about it. But he, like, objectively is a very handsome man. He's a very handsome man.
I don't think so.
No, you haven't watched the movie Hannah. I felt like I was in high school again. It made me like relive those feelings of your first high school crush. And he looked exactly like my crush in high school.
I guess I can kind of see it.
And he was just like a very sweet boy in it. Like, I was rooting for him and the main character. Like,
okay.
It's like, this is teen love. And I think they're dating in real life, which makes it so amazing.
Have you watched Heated Rivalry?
That's that gay shit, right?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. Is it good?
I have to watch it. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet, but I just keep hearing, because it's like hockey smut.
Yeah.
So I just keep hearing about it, and like, it's apparently amazing.
No, my gay Harry,
my gay
Harry, he said he watched it like all in one day. It was fucking amazing.
I mean, everyone's saying it's literally incredible, and that these actors are on the rise, and they're going to be
really.
Well, I'm quoting Brooke from Brooke and Connor, Brooke Caffrey.
Oh, I believe everything she says.
I believe everything she says about that kind of stuff. I was like, if Brooke likes it, I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, and I feel like she also loves the corny, cheesy shit.
Yeah, I don't love corny, cheesy like romance books. Like, I don't like hockey smut. I just feel like a creep.
Yeah, like a pervert.
Yeah, like if it's just about smut and there's not like an actual plot. Like if it's a plot with smut,
like it feels like you should be like finger blasting.
Yeah. Then
you're just reading porn.
I'm just uncomfortable. So I guess that's like a me problem.
But this one has a plot.
Heated Rivalry?
Yeah.
I think so.
Heated Rivalry seems hard for you to say.
Heated Rivalry.
Say it. Amicable breakup, heated rivalry. Wait, that's actually me trying to say it. Amicable breakup, heated rivalry.
I can't say rivalry.
Heated rivalry.
I'm going to get bullied. They're going to be like, oh, Hannah has a lisp.
That's fine.
Every time I talk on podcasts, there's one comment.
Whenever Hannah's like tired, she does have a lisp though.
Yeah, and I'm freaking exhausted today.
And she's on 5 Xanax right now.
Yeah, you know me.
Okay, I have to watch Heated Rivalry.
You can't say it either.
It's kind of hard. Like, words are hard. It's 2026. Working on words is a good intention to set as well.
House of the Dragon is coming out.
As a show?
House of the Dragon.
That's that.
It's the Game of Thrones spinoff. No, you're thinking Fourth Wing.
I am. House of the Dragon, I couldn't get into the first season because there was no one hot in the first episode that I watched. And I think it's very, very crucial and important to have attractive characters in a show for me, because then I fall in love with them.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, that's why, right? I'm not an actor. Like, if they put me in a show, no one would watch it. But if you put fucking Madison Beer in a show, we're all going to watch it. Even if she wasn't Madison Beer, it's because she's hot and sexy. Like, you need one attractive character. You need one. But I guess there are hot ones, people say, eventually in House of Dragons. House of Gays.
House of Gays.
Is there? Are people hot in it?
I'm trying to think. Like, I don't really remember. It's really like, I mean, it's really like about more women.
Yeah. And
than men.
It's not to say that the actors are ugly. It's the way, I mean, they make these actors look medieval and like give them like crazy hairdos and like they wear crazy suits. But like Game of Thrones had Jon Snow
and Robb Stark.
Oh, like I used to dream about Jon Snow and think he was my real boyfriend. It's partially the reason I broke up with you know who. Because I was like, damn, I fell in love with another man. This can't be that serious.
I fell in love with
Jon Snow.
Jon Snow. And there's gonna be another spinoff
of Game of Thrones shit.
Yeah, I think it's like the Night of the Seven Kingdoms or something.
Is Jon Snow gonna be in it?
I don't know.
Oh my fucking god. I mean, well, I have a newfound I have a new obsession with. I'm gonna put this out there because I truly think that me and Joe Keery would make a perfect couple. And he isn't my obsession. My obsession is Joe Jonas. Have we all not fallen in love with Joe Jonas over the past year?
I love Joe Jonas.
No, like it makes me sick how much I love him. Like I actually have I need real crushes that aren't celebrity crushes.
I feel like, okay, maybe I'm crazy. I feel like Joe Jonas is attainable.
Here's the thing about Joe Jonas. He makes himself feel obtainable because he's parallel parking. He's posting all these TikToks. He's commenting on everything.
No, something is happening to them. Someone fucked up and they owe people a lot of money because they've been on tour for like 4 years.
I know, right?
And they're doing like so many shows in New York. Like, I could see the Jonas Brothers any night of the week.
It's like they have
$50
a Vegas residency
in New Jersey.
They just can't stop performing. The love of the game, man.
No, I literally was at the Lorde concert and my friend was like, should we go see the Jonas Brothers? I was like, yeah, you want to go tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, or in the beginning of January?
They're literally nonstop.
They're nonstop.
So that means I could probably go. We could go see them.
Yeah, I'd go see them. I saw them years ago when they first came back on their first tour back, and they were so good.
No, they're so good, and they're
really
so
good.
hot. And I'm really loving that they're letting like Kevin shine.
Yeah.
He's really getting his moment.
Yeah,
and
he is.
It's still so crazy to me that there's another brother.
Yeah, Frankie.
I just can't, I can't imagine. And I know Frankie's doing his own thing and he's great and he's amazing, but let's call it for what it is. I can't fucking imagine being Frankie Jonas when the Jonas Brothers exist. And then it's like, oh, but there's another one, Mr. Frank.
I feel so bad for Frankie Jonas.
If I were to be born into a family, that would be me. But I know that he's just he has so much in him. But he was on Traitors, no? He hosted it.
What?
No, I'm making shit up as I go.
He did a show with Kevin Jonas, the one where you'd have to guess
the famous person. Yes.
But he hosted it with Kevin, I think.
Yes. Okay. Hosts. Let's fucking go.
Well, because everyone would be like, that's Frankie Jonas.
That's Frankie Jonas. But it's also would kind of be amazing because, like you said, they're on tour and they must owe millions of dollars. Like, we're just making that up. They probably just are back and want to tour. But
no, they're just, I mean, it's so many tours though. They've been on tours for years.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It would kind of be awesome to be Frankie, where it's I still get all the perks of being a Jonas brother, but I do not have to go on tour every single night.
Unless they're broke.
No way they're broke. There's no way there's no way Joe Jonas is broke.
I don't know.
I mean, they're rich in vibes. I know that. Joe
Yeah.
Jonas, his aura is through the roof. What sucks about Joe Jonas and like me thinking I have any chance with him is that he is shorter than me. But we do know that he loves a tall girl.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard because I'm like, oh, he's attainable, but like he was married to Sophie Turner.
And she's like literally an iconic supermodel,
Yeah.
and she's literally fucking Game of Thrones queen.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah, he's definitely not obtainable, but like I said, he makes himself feel.
I'm thinking he's attainable because he's local.
And he's always, we know
Like,
where he is every night.
He lives in New Jersey. I know it.
He's at the arena. We could
Yeah.
literally just go find him at the arena. He loves coffee.
My cousin always saw them at Starbucks every day
Oh my God.
growing up because they're from Jersey.
And I know how to parallel park.
Wait, they're from your friend's town.
They're from Wyckoff. They're from
Yeah.
my best friend's town. They had the same first grade teacher. This is obtainable.
Yeah, it's attainable. That's what I'm telling you.
It's not though. Like I'm busted and chopped, but I have a good vibe and I could parallel park. And I heard that Joe Jonas shit his pants.
I think they're just fucking with him. I can't
Because
tell.
I shit my pants the other day and I said it on TikTok and everyone was like, so did Joe Jonas.
I know. I saw the comments, but I just keep seeing TikToks, and I don't know if they're rage baiting him.
Oh, they're just like making fun of him because he's with it. Because he's
Yeah,
fun.
because he's with it.
And he's funny.
Like there were so many TikToks that were like, "Oh my god, he sharted all over the stage."
Oh my God, Joe Jonas sharted his ass off. And I know he's wearing white tight jeans and a vest. He's like jacked and like, I don't even think I have a crush on him. I think I want to be his best friend.
Yeah, he's just good vibes.
I'm just making up that I don't have a crush on him because I know it's never going to happen. So I have
You have to
let
play it
go.
cool.
You have to play it cool. No, that's what I'm doing with Joe Keery. Like I was just talking about, we're going all over the place, but the party
We're
that
so off topic.
I know,
sorry.
but it's fine. We'll get back. The New York Mag party that I went to. I'm gonna sound crazy, but it's fine. Joe Carey's never gonna happen. Or if it does, it's like, hey, yeah, I really believe in you and I love you. But I went, and a lot of the Stranger Things people were there, like producers. Gaten was there, and in my head, I'm like, Joe's gonna be here. Joe's gonna be here. Obviously, I knew I was never gonna say hi or approach him or literally even look at him from afar. He didn't end up being at the party, but I went home that night, and you know when you. This is gonna sound creepy, but you know when you're like falling asleep and you start a dream.
Yeah,
You start a dream for yourself.
like lucid dreaming.
Yeah. And I'm a real big lucid dreamer because I have like insomnia or whatever. So I have to like really focus and sit down and I'll like basically start a movie in my head. At this party, the bathrooms were like Nutrigendral. What did I just say?
Gender neutral.
They were gender neutral.
You said
Nutrigendral. Nutrigendral, amicable breakup, and heated rivalry.
Tongue twister.
So they were gender neutral. What is happening? Like seriously, I'm not kidding. This is fucked up. When I did my Pronovo scan, I did have white matter in my brain. And they were like, we don't think this is a problem, but now it's probably a problem. Back to the fucking plot. So it was a gender neutral bathroom where there's stalls and then all the boys and the girls, the theys and the thems, they watch their hands together. So when I went home that night, I'm laying in bed. I'm like, let's just start a dream. And I started to dream that I was washing my hands and Joe Keery came out of the stall and then he was washing his hands, but I didn't know it was Joe Keery. And I said, didn't know I'd find the love of my life in a bathroom. And then I looked at him and I go, oh my God, I didn't mean that. I didn't know that it was you. And then we fell in love and then we spent the rest of the party together and we didn't even kiss or anything. We were just like, he thought I was so funny. And then, and then at the end of my dream, because I did end up falling asleep and I woke up and it turned into this crazy dream, he asked me to move in with him in Brooklyn. And I woke up and I was like, you know when your dreams are so fucking real
Yeah.
that you think, like I had to go through a breakup when I woke up. Because like that was
You're devastated.
it was my boyfriend. And then I woke up and he doesn't know I exist. It was like worse than, honestly, my last breakup.
That's insane.
So that means it was really,
Really
fucking bad.
bad.
It was a big setback. So that sucked. But yeah, I'm really just open to any Joes. Seriously, Joe Jonas, Joe Keery. Do you know any other Joes? Joe Belushi, is that a Joe?
Who?
I don't know. Joe. That's all the Joes I know.
Taylor Swift's ex-boyfriend.
Joe Alwyn, bad. Speaking of Taylor, we really are all over the place. We're going to hop back in, but I kind of like getting sidetracked. The Taylor docuseries, as I'm recording this, there are only, I think, the first couple episodes. I watched whatever is out so far. I can't believe there was a time in my goddamn forsaken life where I didn't kiss the ground that Taylor Swift walked on. I never didn't respect her. I never didn't think she was amazing. I never thought anything. I just didn't understand the music, and I wasn't a Swiftie. I can't believe there was a version of myself that existed in a world where Taylor Swift lived that I was not a Swiftie. I fucking hate that bitch that I used to be, and this docuseries will change anyone's mind. Anyone's mind. My roommate, my cousin, my bestie, Megan, she lives with me. She gets really frustrated. We have to drive home a lot. It's a 5-hour car ride. I only listen to Taylor Swift. It's the only thing I really listen to in my car, especially this past year. It's just my therapy. It is my home. It makes me feel good. It's all I listen to. If I'm driving, then I get aux. She gets frustrated. I talk about Taylor Swift a lot. Our best friend, Harry, is kind of the person that opened me up to the Taylor world, and every time we're all together, us three, all we talk about is Taylor Swift. We'll read all of her lyrics, we'll talk about them, we'll discuss them, literally like we are in class. We'll go through all of like what the lyrics really mean and what she's going through and how it makes us feel. Megan wants to blow her fucking brains out. Obviously, the docuseries came out. I just got home from my flight from Tarte. I was like, Meg, sorry, we have to put this on. We're not watching Real Housewives anymore. We put it on. She doesn't cry, keep in mind. She literally could give a flying fuck about Taylor Swift. The first episode, she's sobbing. She is looking at me. And these are words that I never thought I would hear out of her fucking mouth. Brianna, I get it. I fucking get it. She, at the end of the last episode that was released, she apologized to me. She said, I'm sorry. I didn't get it. Now I fucking get it. She's listening to Taylor Swift. She woke up the next day. I have Taylor Swift stuck in my head. I can't stop singing it. Oh my God, look what Taylor did. When's the next episode coming out? If you don't necessarily have to be a hater, but if you're not a fan and you want to understand why everyone is so obsessed with Taylor Swift, yes, her music is incredible. She's amazing. It feels like your diary. Watch this. And she is, from her core, since she was a child, a good human fucking being, and it makes you want to do better. It makes you want to work harder, and it makes you proud to be a woman. That is my rant on Taylor Swift in the docuseries. If you haven't watched it yet, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you waiting for? I think it will all be out by the time this episode drops, so go watch it if you haven't, and I'm really excited for the rest of it. Back to the plot of the episode. I know that I left off on Alex Earl and Braxton Berrios, where I was trying to say amicable breakup. We were talking about decentering men and how there was so much discussion around Alex Earl and if they were broken up, why did it happen, how long were they broken up for, yada, 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 yada. Another thing, like I said, I'm really good with secrets. I could have went online and been like, yeah, they're fucking broken up. Bitch, I been known. So they're been broken up. She really wanted to kind of focus on herself, heal a little bit before she comes out and says it. Obviously, everyone's speculating. Obviously, she knows she's going to have to say something at some point. Obviously, when you have a public relationship, at the end of the day, you don't owe it to anyone. But if you care about your followers, if you care about your fans, and if you care about speculation and you don't want people to make things up, you have to say something. Her video was very straightforward. I think it was very honest. And she basically said they were on two different paths. She wants to focus on herself. She went to LA. She fell in love with LA. She didn't think that she could be what Braxton needed. Keep in mind, Alex she just turned 25, a 25-year-old girl. She is absolutely thriving in her career. She is doing so much for herself right now. And she was in a very loving, caring relationship with a man who's also doing the same. He's playing football. He's in his own world. When there are two successful people in a relationship, it is very hard, I think, and it might be controversial, but I think it is very hard to kind of coexist in a healthy way where you're both reaching and giving each other what they need. This goes back to the decentering of men and the decentering of kind of a relationship in general. I think when you're young and you're going after what you want, your main focus Alex in this case is her career and it's not her boyfriend. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's Braxton. It doesn't matter if it's going to be her next boyfriend, whoever the fuck she's with. When someone is centering their career, your relationship is going to lack and it's going to fail. You can't do it all. If you want to, then you're going to have to take time out of focusing on your career and put some into nurturing your relationship. That doesn't mean you don't care about your career and you're not focusing on it, but it means that you do have to take time out and focus on a relationship. If you want to do that, it's possible and you can. But if you want your number one priority to be your future and your career, you have to do what Alex did, kind of take a step back and be like, hey, I can't be what you need me to be, or not even what she thinks he needed, but what she thinks he deserved is someone that's there 24/7 or someone that's supporting him 24/7, or he's a lot older than her at a different stage in life. Maybe he wants to settle down and get married and have kids. And she's like, damn, my life is just taking off. I can still love a person so much. But at the end of the day, goes back to what I said in the beginning of the pod. Are you putting your feelings first? Are you putting what you need, what you deserve first, instead of, hey, okay, am I going to dedicate everything to this man in this relationship and then look back in 10 years and sure, I'll have a beautiful relationship. I love this man. I do these things for him and with him. But am I going to regret not doing those things for myself and not putting my career first? So, I mean, it is just the most beautiful example of decentering men in this day and age in 2026, walking forward and holding your own hand instead of carrying someone through it with you. I think women more and more are becoming more independent, are becoming stronger forces in any work field, are getting more respect as they deserve, and realizing that they don't have to have a relationship to be successful or feel fulfilled. And we've seen it happen slowly. And I think this year is just like the fucking takeoff of it, especially with like all of the articles, like even the silly, like having a boyfriend is embarrassing article. Like that really was a cultural topic and a societal fucking conversation that hasn't been had. And that was so needed. Like all of the discourse around it, all of the conversation around it. It made people mad. It made men scared. It made women upset that had boyfriends. Like it was just such a needed conversation, whether you take it and run with it or whether you have your boyfriend and you're comfortable. There is no judgment in that. But I think it is so important to decenter men this year. That is a good intention that we should have. And I think we saw it this week or when you're listening to last month with Alex Earle coming forward with her breakup. I think she did it in such an admirable way for young women to look up to and to realize that, you know, a relationship isn't the only important thing, to put yourself first. So kudos to her. I think that is freaking amazing. As I sit here and vape, one intention that I really, really want to set for this year and that I think is so important, and it also just comes with age, is that your health is your wealth. I've talked about it a little bit. I don't know if I talked about it on the pod, but our best friend Josh Gallo this year was diagnosed with brain cancer. He had a brain tumor. He's a little bit younger than me, super healthy. It was the scariest thing that I'm sure he's ever had to endure. It was a shock for all of us as friends, to his family. It was kind of a wake-up call that, you know, your health is not guaranteed and you never know what's going to happen. Thankfully, he finished radiation and he's doing freaking awesome. I was just talking to him before this, but it was a real scare for everyone in his life, obviously for him, but selfishly, it gives you a wake-up call to be like, I should be doing these things to take care of myself. I should be going out and doing preventative care for my health. So I think health is our wealth. And if you have the means to take care of yourself and do better, I don't mean like fucking go on a diet and have to work out every single day like we do when we go into the new year, where it's like, I'm going to go to Planet Fitness every single day and I'm going to work out and do 100 sit-ups and I'm going to have the best body ever. That is such an unrealistic goal to go. And we see the spike in it. There's literally statistics where the first month of every new year, gym memberships and gym rates, they go up. Everyone is there. Everyone is working out, and then they slowly decline and they plateau back to what they were. If you go into the new year with your intention of, I'm going to take care of my health, whether that's eating a little bit cleaner or getting your steps in or quitting the vape, or maybe not binge drinking every single fucking weekend. That is a more realistic intention to set. And that's what I'm going to do. That is on my list. I think it should be on everyone's freaking list this year. Next, I have personal passion hobbies. I think not having a hobby is something that I've just always been that way. I don't have a hobby. I guess you could say I would always say my hobby is drinking. Like, I like to go out socially and like drink with my friends. That's not a fucking hobby. That's socializing. I want to do something that I'm passionate in. I do this. It's like, was it Dr. Doofenshmirtz that could never finish a task?
I think he can never finish his science.
He can never finish anything. I am Dr. Doofenshmirtz. I would pick up a hobby. Like, I got a ukulele. I loved it. I was obsessed with it. It lasted a month. I freaking loved sewing. It lasted 3 weeks. I freaking loved I would just do things and then I would let it go. But it's like, why? That is in itself procrastination. It's laziness. And it's also setting the tone for everything in your life. That sounds so dramatic, but it's so true. Like, if you don't create routines or time for things that you enjoy, then it bleeds into everything in your life. So this year, I really just want to like have one hobby. I think you're good at this, Hannah. You was running.
Yeah. Well, I think the reason like I have a good hobby, like running, is because I mean, this is like bad, but my mental health is really, really poor when I don't run. Mm-hmm. Like, I had a heart condition diagnosis last year and I couldn't like run for 4 months, I think.
And it was when she like really started getting into running.
I was signed up for the Chicago Marathon.
Yeah.
Like,
and then she had
I
to
was
stop.
devastated and my mental health was the worst it's ever been. Mm-hmm. And like nothing was wrong in my life. And even now, I ran the marathon in November and I was just saying to my friend that my social anxiety has come back and I haven't run in like a month.
Yeah.
And so I think if you find a hobby that like does so much good for your life,
like alleviates
then you'll
your stress.
Stick to it. Like, I literally bought a whole knitting kit.
We all have, though.
And I started trying to knit the other day and I literally was like, I fucking hate knitting. Like, I don't need to knit.
Yeah, it's like a chore.
Fine. Yeah. If you make it a chore, that's when it becomes a problem. That's why I'm not competitive with running. Yeah. Because if I became competitive with other people, it would start to feel like a sport, and a sport was always a chore to me. So I just am like, no, it's not about how fast you go. It's just going outside and doing it. And reading is the same way.
Yeah.
Like, I read a lot and I run. So it's really good to find a hobby that you can do it with your friends and relate to it.
Yeah.
Like you said, drinking's a hobby with your friends because
it is
what your
that's
what your friends want to do. I think like I found a group where we all read the same books. So we like have a mini book club. We lend the books to each other. We talk about it all the time. Like, we'll go out for a whole night and only talk about books.
Yeah.
And we also like, we'll get up on Sunday and run together. So when you do it like socially, then you're not seeing it as a chore because it's like hanging out with your friends. You know what I mean?
I think that's also a really important conversation that I think as you get older, you can sometimes feel that maybe you're not a good friend or other people aren't good friends to you because they don't serve those particular things in your life. So like for me, there are so many things that I want to do. Like, I love hiking. I love being outdoorsy. My friend group doesn't enjoy that. Like, they do want to, they're very city people. They want to do those things. When they get free time from work, they do want to just go to the bar. But I have so much free time where it's like, you need to prioritize the things you like and then create certain friend groups for those things. Like for running, you have your running friends, or like even the friend group that you have, like find similar things that you connect with and then kind of branch out and try to find those groups so you can fulfill all of those things, because we're not all the same. And I do think it's important to have certain groups of friends that want to do certain things. Like this year, I really have honed in on friendships, obviously, because I'm so traumatized from dating that I haven't prioritized it at all. But I have found my friends for kind of each type of thing that I like to do, or when I have something I want to talk about, I know which person to go to. There isn't just like a one-off. In brightening, is it broadening or brightening your horizons? Broadening. That sounds so wrong, but literally just opening up.
Expanding.
Just expanding your, like, friend groups or expanding on the things that you enjoy. Like, I know I love writing, and none of my friends enjoy writing, and I feel like a loser or a weirdo when I bring it up, or when I bring up like the poetry that I like to read. Like, and I know that they don't look at me that way, but I feel that way because I'm passionate about it and they're not. So, when you like really are passionate about something and you talk about it, but it's not being reciprocated. So then you're just like, oh my God, no one agrees with me. This is weird. I'm a loser. I this year really want to prioritize, like I said, passion hobbies. Like, I really enjoy writing. I really enjoy reading. So I want to make it a goal of mine, and it's realistic, is to join a creative writing group and find those friends in those paths that enjoy talking about it and motivate you to want to do it instead of making you feel icky about it. And it's not on them. It's just you don't relate in the same things or in the same ways. So you have to find the people that do, so that you can nurture and build on and like kind of watch those hobbies flourish. And then you will enjoy it because you build a community around it. So that's what I mean by passion hobbies, because like I was talking about, like picked up sewing, picked up knitting, picked up ukulele, like things that was like, okay, check this off as a hobby, but you don't enjoy doing it. So it feels like a chore. Set your intention of finding that hobby that you're passionate about, and then it will just all bleed into the rest of your life, your year. It will become your hobby and something that you enjoy doing. So that year for me is like, I really want to find like a writing group. I don't want to be embarrassed about talking about it. I want to get on this podcast and read things that I've written instead of hiding it or being scared about it. This is a big one for me. And I don't know if anyone's going to feel the same way, or maybe you're already doing it. I would like to have sex this year. I would like to not be traumatized by it anymore. I have a lot of sexual trauma from my last relationship, and there are so many things that I haven't opened up or talked about yet because I'm not ready. But I feel like I said, like I'm shedding that skin and kind of stepping out of it, being able to look back at it and talk about it now because it's not so fresh and I don't feel defined by it anymore. I don't feel like I am that person anymore. I feel like I have left that version of myself. So I have a lot of sexual trauma from my last relationship, and it has defined me this past year, where I am so terrified of having sex. I'm so terrified of giving someone the rights to my body because I feel like then they will have control over me. So I this year want to be able to have sex without looking at it as a negative thing or something that will be used against me. And it's just an intention. That doesn't mean I'm going to go out and bust the pussy wide open on Broadway, but it does mean that when I am attracted to someone and they're attracted to me, there have been so many guys that not so many, I'm acting like, oh my God, I'm Kim K, everyone wants to fuck me, but there have been a handful of guys that I wanted to have sex with, and they wanted to have sex with me, and I couldn't get myself to do it because I viewed sex as this like horrible thing, something that would have control over me, something that isn't normal, something that isn't what I should be doing. I looked at it as a negative thing. I do not want to view it as a negative thing. I'm going to get fucking cracked this year. I'm going to do the cracking. That's what I think a lot of us women do. We view it as we're getting cracked and that it's like a negative thing. You know what you're going to do this year? You're going to wake up and you're going to crack someone. You do the cracking. Take the whips and you do the cracking. I'm so sick of, oh yeah, dude, she let me crack. How about he let me crack, right? Let's look at it that way. I'm getting cracked this year. Right, Hannah?
Go for it.
Like
I just can't say cracked.
Well, I want to get cracked this year, guys. I haven't had sex in so long, and it's gotten to the point where I don't think about it. I don't think it's a thing that humans do, and I don't even remember how to do it.
No, but like I think like I've only ever had sex with people I'm dating.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to go out and crack random dudes.
Yeah.
I want to, like I said, those guys that I was attracted to, that they were attracted to me. Like, I think I wasn't able to start a relationship this year or get into anything serious because I wasn't able to have sex with people.
Yeah.
Like, I was just...
And it's an important part.
Yeah.
You have to be able to do it.
Because when you crack, okay, we can keep cracking or we got to, like, stop this cracking. And I wasn't letting myself crack at all. So I would like to at least crack, I don't know, 2 people this year. That's a good way to start the year off with a good crack. And maybe this year I won't say crack. But what else am I going to say? Bang? Pork? Pipe?
Have sex? Like,
That sounds so like lame.
I don't know. Noah's rubbing off on you. You're wearing that beanie.
I know. And I'm saying crack, 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 crack. I miss Noah. I was going to have him on today, but I haven't talked to you guys in a long time. Okay, so getting cracked this year is important. I don't want to be traumatized by sex anymore, and I don't want to look at sex as this like weird taboo thing. I think I've always kind of had a weird look on it because I've talked about it before, like just sexual trauma from growing up and then last year's sexual trauma. I don't want to let that define me anymore. This is the youngest, hottest, fucking the best I'm ever going to look, or maybe hopefully I'll look better in my 30s. But right now, this is the best that we're ever going to be. Get cracked, man. For me, at least, I really want to get cracked. Create routines, like I kind of talked about, is really, really important. I think if you don't have a routine, your life kind of becomes a snowball and you're just living every day and it mushes into one and you don't feel productive at all. I'd really just like want to set the intention of having a routine this year in any fucking way, shape, or form. I think this might be a little bit different for me because I live a much drastically different life than a lot of the people that listen to me. I don't have a regular job where I can really create a routine. But I want to work on at least creating those routines when I am in New York City, when I am in Florida. Side note, I am moving to Florida, but whatever. We'll talk about that when it happens. And like actually waking up at a certain time, going to bed at a certain time, unpacking my fucking suitcase when I come home, like doing things that create a life where I feel like I have a routine, because I haven't for so many years within this industry that it's driven me fucking crazy, and I don't feel like a normal person. I do feel like I don't relate with a lot of my friends, and I don't want to feel like that anymore. I want to ground myself, and I think within creating routines, I can do that. We all can. Even if it's a small thing where you wake up every morning at the same time and make your matcha. Like I've been doing that every single day since I've been obsessed with matcha. And I don't want it to be a fixation thing. I want to continuously keep it a routine where you have that one thing to look forward to every single day. You have that one thing that you do the same every single day. All right, I have a few more things that I want to talk about, and I want you guys to do it with me. I think it's important that we all say it out loud. We do it, we write it down. I think when this comes out, we're 4 days into the new year. So like I said, it doesn't have to be crazy. We don't have to set these unrealistic goals, and we don't need to feel like we have to change every single thing about ourselves this year to enjoy ourselves. I want you to acknowledge the things that you do love about yourself and that you want to carry into the new year rather than just focusing on the things you want to change. But I want us all right now, because the year has just started. I think planning is very important. We just talked about creating routines. I want us to plan 3 things that you want to accomplish this year. 3 things that you want to do, even if it's a trip, something like this. I have my 3 that I wrote out that I really want to check off, that I want to get done. This will make you feel accomplished when you look at your 2026 and 2027. Like I fucking did those 3 things that I said in the beginning of the year. I fucking did them, and you'll feel like you actually accomplished something. They don't have to be big. My first one's kind of insane and it's kind of big, but it's something that I've wanted to do for almost 6 months now. I think about it all the time. I watch a bunch of videos on it. I want to hike the Camino de Santiago in May. I can't stop thinking about it. I really want to do it. I think it will be something transformative for me. And if I don't do it by next year, I'll be really upset with myself. So that's one on my list. 2, I want to finish writing my book by 2027. It is the craziest process. It is so long. When the Chris Appleton episode comes out, we kind of talk about that a little bit. But I really want to make that a priority in my goddamn life. And 3, for my birthday this year, I want to have a forced family and friend experience. I want to force all of my family and friends into a cabin, into somewhere, and just be with them for a week. I don't want to be on my phone. I just want to touch some fucking grass and be with my family. For me, those are 3 very obtainable, realistic goals, realistic plans to set for myself, and I want you guys to do the same. Pause this or think about it. Say it out loud. If you're listening in your car, say it out loud. Write it in your notes when you get out of the car. 3 things that you plan on doing this year. And then the next one, kind of opposite, but it's kind of warranted. 3 things you want to stop doing this year. 1, and I mean this, and I fucking mean it. If I get on this podcast in 2027 with a vape still in my hand, I give you guys permission, and this is video proof, to take me out back and shoot me. And like, this is like a signed agreement. This is verbal. Like, I am verbally agreeing. If I am still vaping in 2027, shoot me with a gun out back. I cannot be vaping when I'm a 27-year-old. That is one thing I want to stop doing in 2026. 2, and I really hope this can happen, is guarding my feelings. I want to allow new people, especially romantically, to come into my life without feeling like it is going to destroy my life. New friendships as well. I think when we get to a certain age, we feel like I already have my best friends. I don't need any more. This year, something that has really changed my life, and I'll actually just shout out to them, I want to say that I'm so grateful for, is I met my new best friends that I will be best friends with for the rest of my life. They are the most amazing people, the most amazing family. They have taught me so much about what friendship means and how they don't care who I am or what I do and when to show up and how to show up. And I am so grateful for the friendships that I built this year when I was 25 years old that I didn't think I could make at the age I was at. So I want to start guarding my feelings in all senses, be open to any relationship, platonically, romantically, and stop self-sabotaging. This next one is really big. I think a lot of us do it as well. I want to stop saying yes when I want to say no. I say yes to so many things, to so many fucking people when I want to say no, in fear of hurting their feelings, in fear of them being upset, or I just want to stop being a people pleaser. And I think the first step in that is to stop saying yes when everything in your brain is saying no. Like, I want to tell people how I'm actually feeling. Life is so fucking short, and we go around we don't say how we actually feel, and it's detrimental not only to us but to the people around us. If someone is hurting you, if someone does something that makes you uncomfortable or makes you feel a certain type of way, you're not crazy, you're not a bitch, you're not arrogant, you're not cocky for saying how you feel. And I think I have been kind of belittled into a corner just in the way I grew up and the like social media of just saying yes to everything or being a yes man or letting people walk all over me. And I really want to stop doing that to a capacity in 2026. So I want you guys all right fucking now, 3 things that you want to stop doing in 2026. This isn't things that you're going to stop doing, but things that you're intentionally going to stop trying to do. Set your intentions this year. It doesn't have to be a big fucking list. Tell the people that you love them, and tell the people that are hurting you that they're hurting you. I think we say it all the time, is to, hug everyone you love, squeeze them tight, tell them you love them. But we don't also say, tell the people that are hurting you how they're making you feel, which is why we kind of get swept under the rug a lot, especially as women. There is one thing that I want to address that I know is kind of late news when this comes out. Not that it's news, but it's kind of, it happened a little bit ago. But this week, a super, super sad story came onto social media last week, where there was a social media content creator, a TikToker, influencer, Tucker Janelle. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce his last name, but he took his own life, and it kind of took the internet by storm. Everyone found out about it. I think what's so important about what happened to Tucker is kind of the reaction and the things that we see after his passing, is the outpouring of love, all of the kind messages, all of everyone saying, you never know what anyone's struggling with, be kind to people. That shouldn't only happen after someone takes their life. That should be your mantra and your mojo and the way that you live your day by day life before something horrible happens. It shouldn't take someone taking their own life for you to knock some fucking sense into yourself and realize you shouldn't say mean things to strangers, you shouldn't bully people, or you should be kinder. You should live your life that way. And I think what happened to him is obviously horrible. And there's also a lot of, unfortunately, drama surrounding it with his ex-girlfriend and the brothers. And I don't want all of that to be the main conversation around what happened to Tucker. it's not drama, and it's not a headline, and it's not an ex-girlfriend. It is a young man who radiated so much light on social media to all of his friends that succumbed to the pressures of whatever he was going through or whatever battles he was facing in his head, ultimately took his own life. Like, that is what happened. And the conversation should be around that and mental health, not what his ex-girlfriend did or didn't do, or how you think he acted on social media, or what people commented on his videos. It should be the conversation around someone took their own life. How can we all as a society be better? And how can you treat your neighbor better? I want to just send all of my love and condolences to anyone that was affected by him, anyone that is struggling with something right now. You have to realize the saying, like, it's a permanent decision to a temporary problem. Please, please, please reach out to people, talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to me. If you're ever going through something, I DM you guys. I answer your DMs all day freaking long. I love talking to you guys. Rest in peace to Tucker, and make sure to keep the conversation around what has happened to him, about what he struggled with, and instead of making it tea or gossip or drama. I met him once or twice, and he was just delightful. He's a great person, and his family's amazing. So the best of luck to his brothers moving forward and grieving, and his family. And this new year, why don't we set our intentions with just being kinder people instead of waiting for tragedy to change how we act. So I love you guys so much. This past year was very bumpy and crazy. I'm so happy that Plan Bri is back. I'm so excited. I feel like it's already just been so important to me and to you guys, in a part of our weekly listen, in our weekly routines and rituals and habits. So I love you so much. Thank you for always supporting me. And I hope that 2026 is the year of all of us. It's going to be better than 2025, and I'm going to get cracked. So I love you guys. Talk to you next Sunday. Bye.